So now to show you something that you absolutely cannot do in Scratch. This is a special feature of BYOB. Most programming languages support this kind of thing, and it becomes very useful the more computer sciencey type things you want to do. First of all, I'm going to make a list, and I'm going to call it rooms, for example. So this is going to be a list of rooms, and we're going to make a sort of grid of rooms, and this grid is going to be 10 by 10. Now, what I could do is I could create this by saying repeat 10, and I'm going to add my room to rooms. So if I run that, you'll see what's happened is it's created 10 rooms like this. Now I'm going to get rid of those, so I'm going to use my delete method here and say delete all of them. So what happens if you want it to be 10 rooms wide as well as 10 rooms tall, so we want 10 by 10. Well, what we have to do is we have to add a list to a list. So we're still going to say add my room to rooms, but second of all, we're going to make sure that we are going to not just add my room, but we're going to add 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, I ran that. Never mind, I didn't mean to do that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And I can say R1, R2, R3, and so on. I won't actually put them all in. And what we get is a list of 10 lists. Now, how is this 10 rooms by 10 rooms, I hear you ask? Well, if we want to access it, what we can do is we can say get me item 1 of rooms, and what we can do is we can actually return that into another get item of. So if I type in here I want 2, 2, then you can see that it's actually selected R2 out of the second one there. If I want 1 of 2, then it selects R1 out of the second one. So these can be like our X and Y coordinates, so we could add in different things in different rooms. It's a really great way to start to store things. It's a little bit more unclear in BYOB than other languages. Similarly, if I delete all of this and I come back, going back to our high scores before, what I can do is I can actually add in a name and a score separately like that. So we end up with pairs of names and scores in here, and so I can then fish out either the name or the score of anybody in there. Now, sorting becomes a bit of a nightmare with this. You'd have to rewrite the sort block, and we can look at that some other time. But that's how you do an array, and you could do a simple kind of thing where you tried doing this with a noughts and crosses program, so 3 by 3. I hope that gives you an idea about it, and see you next time.